I'm live streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. Live. And what you see in the background, that's actually a sneak peek of season 2 for Argue Bros. For those that know. Man, nobody good. Ooh, Rockamane. I can go AP or I can go super. Let me. Interesting. All right, I think that's good. Let's go. All righty, right. All right, I'm facing a Jinx, Orin, Darius, Kindred, and Blitz. Oh my goodness, a Blitz. This is gonna be a fight focused on Blitz. Literally. Now, hold on, let me get some chocolate real quick. About time this loaded up. I called it, didn't I? This is gonna be an interesting game. Let's go. Tough. Not gonna have done there, fellas. Mm. Yo. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I couldn't do enough. Let's go. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So easy with Soraka. Come on now, baby. Soraka, Maine. It's too easy out here, man. Mm. Kept them locked up. Healed. Oh my goodness. I out healed three of their champions. Just like in the textbook. Mm. Why not keep it going? Let's keep it rolling. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh my god, I'm 80 seeing. Oh my goodness, me too.
Welcome to Argue Bros, the podcast that gives you multiple perspectives on today's hottest topics. Hosted by Nico Pengin, Fred in
Nico
Progress, and
Pengin.
Jess Freeman. If you're looking for some inspiration from and for normal people, or simply want to know the bros a little more, you better open up your mind to the fresh perspective that's coming your way right now.
And now, welcome to the next episode of Argue Bros. Your co-host Nico Pengin. You also got Just Freeman and Fred in Progress today in the building. How y'all doing?
Howdy, howdy. I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Life is good. Life is good.
You know, some life is not so good because if you had to grow up today, you might not have the chance to even see a male teacher.
Hmm?
Ain't that ain't that sad?
And they're keeping our schools safe, man.
Who?
All the non-male teachers.
Well, you think male teachers are a problem?
No, I wish they existed, but they don't. They're a dying breed. There's too many possible pedophiles among them. Oh,
I can understand if it was a male teacher in an all-girl school, maybe.
now they need a father figure.
But then, you need somebody to not just be, giving them leeway all the time. But it's kind of sad the way that nobody really wants that profession nowadays.
It's kind of the way it's publicly marketed. Like women are teachers and nurses, and men are lawyers and doctors, and trying to do like IT now and stuff. Plus, it's not that great of a paying field as well.
You think it might reverse or change if teachers were actually getting paid like somewhere around 50 plus?
I mean, that would it's like a three-way split of like problems. It's the way we look at male teachers as like threats to children, because apparently in this day and age, men are threats to children, and then it's the pay as well.
Wait, so you're saying even if the pay was up there, some men might not want to take that profession because they either might get tempted to do something or
Bro,
that.
men don't even want to step on an elevator sometimes when there's just a woman there. What you mean they want to be in a classroom full of children?
Like, for real? That's the age where we're at now?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous, man. I gotta record every conversation I have. Woman, just in case, just in case, be safe.
That's very true. That's very true.
I'm like, can I touch you? Say yes. Like, okay, I got this voice recorded. Wait, say your name, please, and your date of birth. While there's recording, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's,
keep it safe, bro. Be like, I can't tutor you after school because that's dangerous.
man, that's crazy. And you think it's more so because of a lawsuit?
Affiliates, let's go. Come on, man.
I mean, what if the student hits on the male teacher? Like, there have been cases of that in the student line, so like, it's a lot of possibilities.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, snap. So, like, if the.
Yeah,
If
a lot of girls be having crushes. Their first crush could be their male teacher. And, like the male teacher denies them. I don't know where they just lie on them. Like there's so many possibilities. Too many risks. It's too many risks for men nowadays.
Man. And
So it's a choice and it's a risk.
but that would suck because then if that student lied and got the teacher, to get fired, then you're just gonna have a female.
And not just getting fired, bro. You getting arrested.
Wait, you get
And
arrested?
and not even you getting arrested or fired. It's your character getting destroyed for life.
You think so?
Yeah. What do you mean? Do I think so? Yeah. People ain't not gonna forget you as the pedophile at the high school.
But even if there was no evidence, no conclusive evidence, it was just
We live in the world of social media.
Oh,
What is evidence when half the population believes it's true because they don't have enough time to look at anything else? They have something else to look at.
they just see the headlines and see pedophile teacher, and
Woo!
they automatically say,
Yeah, imagine someone just Googles your name afterwards and you come up as pedophile, and not even if you get proven innocent, there's an article about you being innocent. That article will probably be like 20 pages down because Google's algorithms is all about what's hot.
Wait, so that's why you're saying that men don't even want to take the risk about getting into an elevator with a woman?
Yeah,
Dang. So then, who's supposed to be teaching our kids in K through 12 if all the male teachers are trying to not do that?
the manly women.
I was gonna say then we're just gonna get emasculated.
I mean, no. We have women and theys. Now we have women and others. Oh yeah, my bad. Look at you, grammar man. The women and them.
You better get your pronunciation right. Because I stand for the LGBTQ plus the other letters community.
So which one are you then?
S
Yeah.
You said S.
for Super Street.
Hey, that's SS baby.
No, cause that's hard, Cause I used to always remember that some of my favorite teachers were males, especially like the gym teachers, cause they would always try to like, prove that they still
Most
got
of your
it.
teachers were males. That's super odd to me because most of my teachers were females. There was only like out of every 4 teachers, there was only like 1 male.
Bro, you guarantee a male is gonna be a
Yeah.
good teacher, fam. Like almost
Yeah,
every
for
teacher
real,
I had was
for
a
real.
male. Bro. That's the only way they could be in is gym.
Or a fat
And
lady.
let me tell you a story real quick. So funny, my school is the gym teacher, man. He actually fit the pedophile profile. Literally, the girls would do things like blowjob and stuff, so they didn't have to work out at school, elementary school,
That's
bro.
correct.
And so it's like,
Elementary.
yeah. So that kind of as funny as that as actually
True
one of my
story.
teachers was.
Yes, bro. Yes.
And the men kid we had to go to the vending machine and give him candy or drinks for him to not let niggas work out and stuff. I'm like, God damn, that nigga was extraordinary.
He was being right. What kind of teacher
Right.
is this? Teaching you about real business. That's what he's doing.
Bro.
Yeah, so he got locked up for selling
know,
drugs.
Bro,
Later on.
for him, that was a paradise. Like, you're getting paid to do all of that. For him, every day was like vacation. Like, why would I ever want to leave this job? Not only am I getting paid, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Like, what?
Yeah, getting this, getting that.
And then the gang members are all protecting him and stuff because he's always letting them relax and stuff in class.
Yeah, he was selling drugs too. That's why he got arrested later on, like a few years ago.
Yeah, he was done. He was dumb. He went at 2 a.m. in the parking lot at the school to do a deal. Like, bruh.
You know this that story reminds me of so like 2 years ago I found out that middle school my middle school history my middle school history teacher
Bruh,
freaking
we just
put on leave and I'm curious because this guy was like a young guy when
this
I
is
was
tough,
there
man.
and he seemed like an outstanding guy, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at the story and in the story it says his name is like Mr. Blank asked young lady multiple times if she wanted a ride to her house. I was like, huh? Okay, maybe he's being a careful teacher. What time was it? And then I keep going. He's like, oh, and then in the story it says, young lady tells her grandmother, teacher keeps asking her to take her home and saying she's cute. I'm like, huh? What the hell? This man teaching history?
Oh man. Oh, he like a certain period. You know what I'm saying, bro? Certain period of history. He's like, damn, I can
After
go back.
after class lessons, that's his best course. After class lessons.
I mean,
Hey,
it's kind of.
we're not doing a great job of supporting the male teacher argument. I just want to throw that out there.
I mean, it's tough because the only way that you can get more male teachers is
Hey,
by.
there've been way more female teachers having sex with minors, by the way,
Oh,
though.
but
I
wait,
just
wait,
want to
we're
throw that out
talking
there.
about public schools
But
though, and
everyone just overlooks that. Though. But there've been
Yeah,
way
they
more.
overlook that because they're all saying that it's not a punishment for the kid. Like if you're a dude and your teacher is trying to get it with you, that's like a reward. Like not only are
Did
you
we just stumble on a double standard? Oh my
exactly, you know what
god!
I'm saying? Like oh, this is a reward for the young man.
A woman dating a child is not a pedophile. It's nowhere near as bad.
I think she's not grooming him. He's trying to, get it in with her. But then when it's the man being the teacher and then the girl, she wasn't hitting on him. He was so terrible. And it could have been like how Justin was saying, like, the teacher could just be minding his own business.
Bro, would you be a teacher?
No, not unless it's to my own flesh and blood. That's too risky.
Bro, what about a sub school teacher? Substitute. What about the substitute?
I'll be a professor, and I would be a substitute. Wait, have you never had a substitute? They don't care what they do. They just come in, make sure everybody's in the attendance.
Nah, because I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's children. That's the thing. Like I don't want somebody to be like, "Oh, Emily was she was fine. She was fine under Fred's watch, but then the moment you became the substitute teacher for this one day in this one period, her hymen broke. Who did it?" It's like,
Whoa,
"What?"
what the fuck? Whoa.
She took the bathroom pads and took a while to come back. I don't know. I'm watching the rest of the students.
Yeah, I'm the substitute teacher. What am I supposed to do?
All them kids getting pregnant in school and shit. Huh?
Yeah, like what does that got to do with me? It's like it's your
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, Fred Wilder.
So do y'all think so? Is in the future teachers going to be even more so like the same with nursing? Like you don't expect to see a man teacher because it's kind of like that already. But like
My opinion, teaching is already like nursing. Teaching and nursing are so similar, bro. They're like motherly acts.
Nah, chill out. You wrong, man.
For real.
Nah,
You don't think teaching is a motherly act? That's what I'm
no,
saying. But
it is definitely, but not nursing. Nursing is tough.
yeah, but nigga, nursing is a motherly act, bro. What do you
How-
mean?
All right, explain what part of nursing is a motherly act.
The part where you have to cater to the person, whether
You
they're
think
sick or
nurses
not.
caters to people?
Yeah, I think they force their ass to do whatever they have to do to get them to the right
Nah,
state.
I think nursing
function.
is tough. I don't think that's a motherly act. Though.
come on, like raising a child is tough.
Motherly act.
There's
That's
so
what I'm
many different things
saying.
that they have to care the child and the betterment of the child versus what they want. So I can see what you're talking about,
But
motherly.
with nursing, that's different. Somebody's injured. You just
Yeah, you're
nurse
nursing them back to health. That's what a mother does. They nurse them to life.
Thank you, thank you.
them.
But, but bro,
It just requires more effort.
Nah, because nurses do a whole lot of stuff. Versus teachers, they just teach, and it's only for a specific time period.
I think it's similar, but not the same because male teachers provide the structure and discipline that's needed in a classroom more so, and that's needed in
oh,
learning.
But the only time a male teacher will
Male
ever
teachers will
actually be
try to swing
effective
Let's
on you as a
go.
kid.
when you're at an older
I
age,
don't
bro. You
care.
you won't have no fourth grader be like, he's my favorite teacher because he
Let's
gives
get
me
it.
lessons
Nico
about
Pengin
Yeah,
here
emotion.
I agree. I
playing
agree. I
No,
agree.
Argue
I think male
Bros.
teachers are more for like middle high school.
yeah,
For the most
yeah, or
part.
like
One
college or
Piece, baby. Come
whatever.
on
You
now.
ever
You
seen
know
those
what
high
it
school
is.
teachers that still think they're young and they'll be squaring up with kids or just walk up like, do something?
He ain't trying me. Yeah.
Y'all never seen that teacher? Yo, I've seen that so much. And it's like with female teachers, they don't be doing that. They be like, guys, stop trying to fight. Go get away from each other. Like they're like 15 feet away. Yeah, they ain't trying to get in that mess.
You got to see the nonchalant male teacher walking up after the student get knocked out. He's sitting there, they just watching the fight and be like, "All right, break it up now." I mean, what's there to break up? That nigga on the ground already, bro. Like I ain't getting knocked out today.
Yo, Fred Wild.
At least with city public schools, like you gotta earn your respect with like male teachers and whatnot. With female teachers, the moment they know
Damn,
that
they
they
got
can
a
just like
Zed.
fight and the teacher's not gonna do nothing, like all respect is lost for that female teacher. And for her to try to get control back of the class, like somebody has to be like, guys,
Dang,
my
Zed.
education is so important.
Fizz.
Let's pay attention. Like, oh.
Oh
Oh,
my.
that's so true.
This
That's
is
so
an
true.
unkillable
The
team
moment
right here.
the moment that somebody fights and the teacher's just like, stop fighting.
Or not even education. They
Please.
have to be like, you guys are animals. Act
Yeah.
civilized.
Like right, like that.
Animals.
Man, I'm facing an
With a male
unkillable
teacher, yo,
team,
come
bruh.
try fight me then. And it's like, man, I'm trying to
No,
fight.
not even. It's like a fucking dad. Hey,
You gotta fight
Hey,
one. You fight one.
knock
You
it
gotta
off.
fight their entire family.
Yeah.
They go call their uncle, call their daddy. Call them.
Yeah, they'd be on that knock it off, like it's gonna do something. But then, the guys are about to fight. They'd be like we don't want this.
Whoa. Speaking of teachers fighting, have you guys seen that video that's gone viral of that white teacher smacking the dog doodle off of that kid?
Nah, but did you see that TikTok challenge where students were like walking up to teachers and slapping them?
No.
Yeah. That black girl, 18-year-old black girl got arrested for punching her teacher in the face who was handicapped, who was like in the wheelchair, bound, 65 years old. She just beat the hell out of her. Yeah. It was a huge
Right.
18-year-old black girl.
Yeah, imagine that was like your
Swag.
aunt, man.
Bro, that's why I be thinking. My mom used to be a substitute teacher, fam. I'm thinking like, bro, them kid know her, bro. I'm falling up on that school, bro. I don't
Yeah,
care, y'all
for
16,
real.
bro. You about to get these 20-year-old hands.
Yeah, I was like, man,
If I
can
was
you?
you, I would ask her about some stories because I've had some subs in my life and shit gets wild.
Bruh, you've been to city schools, so you know.
I hope she's had a good
Oh no,
a
she's a
good
great people person. Oh, they
career.
love her. People like her in general, so.
At the same middle school where is that gym pedophile teacher, I remember a lot of students didn't like the vice principal. So on like the last day of school, they slashed all 4 of his tires.
How do you like it so far? Don't forget to reach out.
What
via
a
social
bait.
media
Let's
and
go.
suggest the next
Yo,
one.
y'all see me bait? Let's go. I played dead.
The funny
Oh
thing,
yeah.
the funny thing is though is that they recorded it, so then, like the people who did it got caught right away. But for a
Of course they got to record it. They ain't that smart.
but it was kind of funny though because it's like they really didn't like that teacher or that principal that much that they actually went and slashed their tires. And you know how hard it is to slash some tires? Like that's not just like slicing a piece of paper.
It's a different debate for a different time. 'Cause, it could be, but we'll talk about that some other time.
Talking about somebody with experience, okay?
Oh, I mean, I don't got experience.
Just on what end? Were you slash tired or you slashing
No,
tired?
no.
I mean, no, I'm sorry.
Dang
With
it.
recording,
This
you did that.
This is way too easy. They slashed these tires. I was only in the house for 30 seconds.
What?
Yeah, that's how it was. He wasn't slashing no tires. How dare you assume, Fred, that he has experience slashing tires?
My apologies.
Nah, but when you think
Probably some
about
Google knowledge or something.
no, but when you think about it though, for real, like the only way that teachers, who are born male and decide to remain male, want to go back to the classroom, is you have to address those issues at hand.
timed
You
it
have to
wrong.
Address, the fact that, everything is costing much more money, and because the inflation just keep rising and rising, the current teachers now they may not decide to keep teaching. Like a lot
Teacher
of my
made more money than I thought they did. They make around like 60,000. Some of them 45.
well, those are
I was like, wow.
tenured. Those are tenured. Hold on now. Those are unionized 5, 10, 15 year teachers. Wait a
Yeah,
minute now.
for any entry level teachers, bro, is like 20 to 30.
Hmm?
No, now you wildin'. Not for high
Not
school,
for
at least.
real, bro. It's like
Not for high
25
school.
to 30.
I'm talking for high school. For high school, teachers start at the
Let's
low of
go.
40K, and that's if you're like a gym
Yeah,
teacher.
the average public teacher salary for my state, Alabama, is about 49 to 50, 65.
Yeah, but remember that's average, so that they're not including like entry level. That's like the average.
Entry level is about 40,000. Yeah, 42,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
forty
that's more than I
thousand.
thought. I didn't know teacher made that much. I thought they made about 30 something.
And the
Well,
but the only
the way they always protesting
make
the
it
pay.
Yeah,
They're always
right.
protesting the pay. I thought they
nah,
made way
you
less,
see,
but y'all make good money
you
for
see
what y'all do.
exactly. See, my thing with that is I always used to think the same thing until like you're on that side, and so then it's like the amount of work you have to do to earn that money. It's comparable because you when you're a teacher, it's not just the hours that you work in the day. You also have the weekends and the night,
All
and
the
Let's
grading and all
go.
that.
Come on, baby.
Y'all doing so much work.
that's the thing too. It's like, why do y'all teachers like y'all get paid good money for the whole year? You only
Light
work
work.
8 to 9 months. So in those 8 to 9 months, you should be working 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And so
Oh,
you
yeah,
shouldn't be.
I forgot that too, bro. They be off a lot of time. I don't know. I mean, not
Yeah,
super teachers.
they'd be
Not super
off.
teachers,
They'd
man.
be
Y'all need
off.
more pay. Get the teachers more pay, man. They
Yeah,
need it.
but hold on now. If you give them more pay, if you give them more pay, the classrooms are going to be full of students. Now it's
Let's
going to double the chances
go.
of
Let's
somebody saying that the teacher
go.
touched them or the teacher said something inappropriate. Because now it's not just about touching. It's now, oh, he said something he shouldn't have. Like what he say? He said the F word. It's like what? It's like now you get in trouble for that. It's like I didn't even touch these kids. I did nothing. I slipped my tongue on accident. It's like just Freeman, you have been suspended for 4 weeks for use of foul language to these 9-year-old kids. It's like
And just to be a
wow.
good teacher, bro, you could be a great role model. You gonna
It's
be
like,
a teacher? Would you volunteer to be a teacher for 1 year, Justin? What about you?
You know what's crazy? Like real talk. I've like heard that so much in my life, and it like disgusts me. Cause what the fuck? Why I cannot teach this shit? What the
You
hell?
like you relate to them. You like you relate to them, man.
Nah, you
I
really
can
could.
relate to anybody, nigga. I'm good with people. What the fuck?
Yeah,
He is
that's
very
exactly
people
why,
oriented.
bro. See, man, you can transfer your knowledge to younger kids.
Exactly. The kids
Fuck
respect it.
them
They'll be like, "Oh
kids,
my God,
nigga. Fuck you
we're
talking
going to
about?
We're going to Mr. Justin's class. Oh my God, like, yay! My favorite class of the day." Man, what could Justin be teaching? What do you think he'll teach? What do you think he teach?
Definitely, Jim. He ain't
Teach
gonna let
anything.
he ain't gonna let no kids punk him. Like, wait, hold on. You thought I was trying with that layup? Hold on now. Check it up. Check it up. Wait a minute now. You talking out a boo block? What happened now, Jimmy? And then the moment that Justin takes it serious with like a 9-year-old or 10-year-old, that's when the principal comes in. And like, Mister, what did we say about going hard on these kids? They said, well, hold on now. It's not my fault. He started trash talking me. It's like, what did we say about letting the kids get into your head? We understand you have a weak mind, but come on now, you're the teacher. Don't get all,
Come on now. Come on
riled up.
now.
It's like,
What's
If
up,
I was a
baby?
teacher, bro, I would teach like English or history.
I say, or English. It's like poetry.
Not even that. Today's class, we are gonna listen to J. Cole.
You just say today you just sexually assaulted like all the women in there, bro. We're reporting you right now.
I'll be like, where's the proof?
Hey, but no lie though, in
Oh,
my English
bro,
class,
they just be recording no for no reason. They probably doing a TikTok in the back and they just caught you saying it by
hey,
accident.
no lie though, in my English 2 class, the first thing that we did was we studied J. Cole's lyrics. And he broke it down to us. Like he used this method of breaking down art. And he's like, this is the same way that I break down sentences in my exams and stuff like that, and my MCAS, which is like the national Massachusetts exam for high schoolers. He's saying that he broke it down the same way he would with anything else. And at the end of like the week after we broke it down, because it was every day, we're breaking down like a different sentence or a different verse, and we're piecing together his story and what he meant by everything that he was saying. And it was so crazy
Woo.
because afterwards he was like, "Y'all never would have thought that you guys would have studied a rap for English class, huh?" It's like, no, sir. Like we thought poetry maybe, and it's like, well, rap is pretty much poetry. I was like, man, this is why we need male teachers who are African American, because you couldn't have gotten that with any other race of people in an English class. Like, bruh, in the same class we studied Othello. Like that was even crazier too.
Studied what?
Othello.
Enlightened for the non-enlightened.
So Othello is a Shakespearean story based off of a Moor who married a white woman, and essentially the story is that he's not allowed to be with her no matter what, and it's pretty much implied because
Let's
he's black, so he's
go.
not allowed to be with her. And then the whole story is just like him trying to be with her, and like either she's not faithful to him, or like she doesn't want him, or like other people don't want him, and they pretty much like split her up. That is one of like the simplest ways and what I remember of it. I don't know if I'm correct, Jeff.
Mm, let's
Very simple
go.
way. Yeah.
Hit it with the
Yeah,
tip.
so
You know what
it's one
I'm
of those
saying?
few
You
Shakespearean
know what
stories
I'm
that actually has a
saying?
black person there, and that's why he wanted to study it. He was like, "Hey, look, we need to study this." Da 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 da. You know, and that's I think again that's why we need those kind of teachers. We also broke
No,
down
he
the
hit
Trayvon Martin
me.
shooting and a lot of the articles that went into that because I think that was around the time when it happened. And like everybody was just in shock that Zimmerman was just gonna like walk away and stuff like that. And he was grieving with us. He was like, "Man, I can't believe the justice system is doing black men a disservice." And it's like, wow, he actually felt the pain because he was like, that could have been me instead of Trayvon getting shot down. And that's something that you can't really hear from a, any other kind of teacher because they don't share that kind of experience or that point of view in life.
Yo, let's
Mm,
go.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you're correct. I don't know. I don't see it getting better though. Like the way our society, I think it's the way society is moving. No lie, men with children is dangerous. Just like offset, like
Somebody would
that's
just
a
have to
stigma.
make it a trend or something.
Like this dude walking around with his child, took her into the bathroom to change her diaper. They called the police on him. Thought he was a pedophile, raping a little girl. I'm like, bro, you just trying to change the diaper. Like, where would you even get that from, bro? Like, it's what's people on people's minds.
Man, that's sad.
I can't even take my daughter out. Y'all think I'm kidnapping a child,
Man, and that'd be even crazier if it was an interracial child.
bro. There's a story about a black dude taking his adopted daughter, white daughter, about like 5 or 6, to the airport. And on the plane, they called the police so that when the plane landed, they didn't let him get off, and the police interrogated him because they thought they was trafficking a child.
Oh
On
my
the
goodness.
plane?
Yeah, yeah. So just like, and then they wouldn't let him sit with the child.
Man.
Yeah, it's like ingrained in people nowadays,
Ah,
and just getting
Kind of
worse by the day.
disgusting what this world has come to.
Yeah, how can you even you can't even avoid that if you wanted to.
so tough.
That's why
Everybody
a lot of mixed races, like, bro. Imagine you're a black dad with a little white daughter, bro. Bro,
Yo,
you
who's
probably getting in so
is
many weird
anybody
situations and
watching
looks like
right
you have
now?
a little
Any
white daughter,
tips?
and you're a black man. Like,
I
Any
feel like that's the
entertainment
goal of the
comments?
world, to make it more awkward every year as a
man,
man, just to make it more awkward to be a man. Like,
that's tough. Like all the qualities that strong men
just being a
have.
mixed dad with a daughter that doesn't match your skin tone would be dangerous.
I mean, being born a man today is dangerous. Like you automatically have like a 35% chance to be a danger to society. Like it seems like every time everything that you do, like oh he grabbed the pencil, you know what he's gonna do with that pencil, right? It's like no, I'm just gonna go and write down how much money I'm trying to make this year. And it's like wait, you're not gonna attack me? It's like no. It's like, you think I'm gonna attack you? Like Martha, come on now. If I would have attacked you, we wouldn't be having this dialogue. Like it's an interesting world because in other countries, like I think in Korea, being a teacher is actually one of
Look
the
at that
highly sought
damage.
after
Look at that
But they're actually
damage.
intelligent society where they actually focus on their schooling more.
and they value it so much more. Like teachers not only make a lot of money, they're also revered.
But they also have their flaws with their school system. Where like if you don't do well in the college scores and get a great job at a college with your connections, then you're pretty much screwed for the rest of your financial life. You're not going to get a good job.
That I do have to agree. That is one of the places where if you're not
There's
like
no upward mobility unless you follow the track plan.
yeah, if you're not top 5% in all your studies and
That's why
whatnot,
they're
and
so
like
respected. They control your entire future basically.
yeah, because the teacher. Imagine though, like one question
Woo!
is worth like you gotta wait like 50 questions and then you gotta turn to ask a
Nice.
question. And it's like if you have a question on like 5 or 10 different things, you can only ask one question to your teacher. And
That's why you get
may,
private tutors on top of private tutors. That's why it's so lucrative down there.
yes, the private tutor industry is booming because of that because they need to have that one on one. And it's crazy. Like in America, they take that for they take that like close classroom for granted, and they don't use the teachers like that. And instead, they just essentially abuse the teachers. Versus in countries like Korea, it's like they see teachers as like the f- the mentors. Yeah, pretty much the mentors of the next generation.
And that's what they are.
And I don't think they have. I don't think men over there have an issue being teachers. I think it's actually like one of like the most respected jobs that you can have, because not only can you do essentially whatever you want, but you can actually guide the students that are truly like really passionate and really smart. It's like almost like Fred's favorite pupil. That if they ask Fred a question, he answers, and they immediately have the intelligence to apply it. And if they don't, he could just berate them. Like, why did you waste my
Oh
time?
my god, bro! I'm gonna get my ruler from the top of
Let's
the class. I'm like,
go.
I'm not gonna hit him though. I'm not gonna hit him. I'm just hit the
Yeah, you
desk
can
to
hit
make
him.
some
You can hit
sound.
him.
I know I can hit him, but I won't hit him first. I gotta give him a second chance to answer or let him think. Then I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah,
And
Yo,
then, and
Fred's.
then like a little pain to make it think quicker.
it's like, come on, you can answer. This is simple American English. It's like, oh, sorry. See, you can say sorry, but you
Ooh!
can't say
And then the parents come and
Wow,
thank you
what
for
a
everything. They're
dodge.
like, thank you for looking
Yes,
after my son, man. They come
yes.
thank you. I'm like, hey, yo, my God.
Then they go home and they beat him
Yo,
up.
Ash.
And then, how dare you? How dare you
Yo.
even get it wrong in the first place?
Ash.
You need extra lessons. No more Nintendo. No more tennis. No more One Piece. One Piece. No One Piece. You know it's serious when they be like no One Piece or no sports or whatever. And they're like, hey,
You're
Mister.
waking up 2 hours early.
They're like, hey, Mister Fred. We just want to let you know that we
Oh
banned
my
our son
lord.
from no One Piece, no soccer, no swimming, no nothing. He's only
Oh,
getting lessons from now
Israel.
on, and you let us know
Yo,
if
coming
he
in
keeps
clutch.
fooling around. And it's like, oh, thank you so much.
Yo,
It's like,
Israel
and
coming
listen,
in
we'll buy
clutch.
you a bigger ruler if you need it, especially for our son.
With the English transfer program and stuff, would y'all ever think about going to do that?
It's
Go
also
teach English in like Japan or Korea or anything? Or in China?
it's always a possibility because the ability to go to another nation and get paid to teach something that you use on a daily basis, like it's very different, I would say, than if a female went over there, because it's like, not to say that you can't, but it's a much more complicated to assimilate into a location when, especially if you're single, like anybody could essentially be your potential mate over there.
Mm.
But if you're going there for business, then you can't really do that, or
What
that
are you
would be some.
talking about?
Well, you think that would be something that's doable?
Yes. What's stopping you? Not that they have a clause where you can't go over there and find someone to mate with and fall in love with you or something.
No, the difference of language and culture.
Bro, a lot of them speak English, and then you also have the people in your class, and probably their parents speak English,
Hold on.
and then
People in
also
your class,
you have
you're the teacher. What? You're the teacher. Are you assuming that female pedophiles are over there?
there's English adult class. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
oh, oh, oh.
What
No,
about society though when they be like, oh wow, superstar?
There's a lot of people who dream of that going over there to teach English so they can find their mate in that country.
no, I mean, I heard that, yeah, when black people go to Japan and Korea and you're out there in public, they immediately be like, "Hey, are you famous? Hey, can I touch your hair?" It's
I'm
like,
famous today, depending on what you look like.
yeah, I remember I was watching this documentary and they were
Yeah,
just
imagine my 6'4" tall ass walking around with a duck in the side doors and everywhere.
they'd be like, "Oh, you play NBA basketball?"
I can say yes
Yeah,
too. Be like,
facts.
yeah.
I'm like,
Where's
Yo,
the
he
nice
really
picture
could.
of
Fred is
me
like
dumping
6'4".
dog?
You Kawhi, and be like, "Yeah."
Fred is
Oh, you
mad
long
tall.
finger. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
you
yo,
long finger, nah, bro, you're different.
you know, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god.
Because that's just how it is, bro. Like in different places you get seen differently. You know, same with the professions, the kind of things that you do, regardless. But then to bring it back, you know, to be able to get teachers to even remotely think about having their main focus, their main breadwinner, there would be a lot of things that would have to be changed, and America would have to take a look at their education system. Like, what's the point of the education system? Is it effective for the students? And if there's something missing, then I think one of the biggest things missing is having that male energy in class. It's much needed. You need somebody to be alpha minded, not somebody that half the students disrespect. Because if there's a teacher, a lot of the male students like they're mad disrespectful to her. They don't want to listen to her. And versus like with the male teachers, they want to butt heads with him, but they know they can't beat him either on intellect or in strength. And male teachers know how to maneuver that beautifully. They know how to use
No,
that.
no, no. You're putting blanket statements. There's a lot of unreliable male teachers.
You've had in my anecdotal experience, at least in my anecdotal, I haven't had one of those wimpy teachers. So in
No,
my
you paint like all male teachers are perfect golden creatures.
I haven't had except that gym teacher that you're talking about. I haven't had a
Bruh,
very
what a back and
enjoyable
forth
experience
game.
with male teachers.
How many male teachers do you think there are percentage wide in America? I just been looking it up. How many
Probably
at
less
hundred
than
percent? How
30.
many teachers do you think are males?
It's probably less than 20 or 30%.
What about you, Justin?
I would like to say there's actually it's like a 15% to 25%.
Fact of the day: there are 27% male teachers.
Oh, look at that. I was right on the money. 20 to 30. Yeah. It doesn't seem like there's too many of them, unfortunately. It's sad. It's sad. But I don't think it's just the way to
That's a
like
good amount. That's a good amount, but they're very few.
but
And I bet I wonder if there's a study that tells us how many of them are gym teachers. That would be a funny study
that
because
would suck.
the gym teacher role is predominantly male most of the time.
Yeah, but that would suck if the only that's like the only thing that men can teach is how to work out. Like what?
Even that's in question now.
Oh my lord, yes. Oh my lord. That sucks
No, that's
then.
been in question. Pacer test is no longer.
Yeah, that sucks because then, cuz didn't you have to get your qualifications for your physical or whatever compared to other guys and other girls and whatnot? Like that's going to go away too?
I
That's
guess
been gone away.
No, for real?
Yes.
Why would they do that though? Everybody wants to know how they compete against other people, don't they?
no.
At least I always place like in the top.
They don't have the options. The upper management has the option of whether they tell you how you did against others. And currently, we're deciding not to do that.
Man, I used to love doing that because every year I would try to like, be in the top 5%, but I've never cracked the top 10%. Like my 40-yard dash was like always like 4.8, 4.9. Then we had like dudes that were like running like 4.3, 4.4 in gym, and I'm just like, man, how am I supposed to compete against these dudes? Like, yo, these dudes are hella quick. Like they're so fast. And then you have the gym teacher who couldn't run at all. It's like you just gotta try
Yeah.
harder. You just gotta try harder. And it's like, man, you're like a donut away from like exploding, bro. Like, what are you
Yeah,
talking?
well, in my prime, I had records, and I
Yeah,
was a high school athlete of the century.
What are
yo,
you gonna do?
yo,
Maybe they want to take a break. It's like I work so hard. I'm like, man, I'm chilling. I'm just
yo,
trying the other side.
bro. Both of them said that for real. They was like, oh, when I was your age, when I was your age, I was running a 4.2, and I'm like, man, you look 4.2. Like you wasn't running no 4.2, man. And the other dude, like, man, y'all are lying. But it let me know though that it's kind of cool to have somebody there to at least be an example of like what you're supposed to do. Cause I remember I would always wild out in gym. Like I would always treat the females exactly like how the men, and the
Yeah,
teachers.
bro. Oh my god.
I'm with my equality, bro. You know what I'm saying? I treat everybody the same way. I joke on everybody.
No,
I
not joke. This guy's the one dude that would full force kick the ball right at the shorty's face. Like, you're not gonna catch it.
Competition, bro.
Right.
Competition.
Yeah, because there was no like don't even, there were some of them that they were very competitive. Like the girls on the soccer team and the softball team, they would be trying. It's the other girls, the girls like that wouldn't be trying, and they would unfortunately be in my way. They would just be in my way. I'd be like, "Yo, can you like sit down? Like, I don't want to get an F in this class." I said, "All right, listen. If you're gonna be on my team, you need to either get out the way or just pass me the ball. Like I need you to
Wow,
do your
what a
job, which is to
comeback.
get out of my way. And the more you can get
This
out
is
of my
so hard
way, the
now.
more we got a chance to win. I don't even care about winning. It's like, girl, winning is everything to me in this moment. I can't let them dudes talk to me like they're better than me. Like, are you kidding me? Yo, it would always be a competition. And the teachers will all be like, yo, hey, don't take it so seriously. Let the girls, play. I'm like, I am letting them play. I'm letting them know what the play is. Give me the ball and move. Give the ball, get out the way. And then they wouldn't. And then they would be mad like when somebody else would like run over them, like and they're like, "Oh, you're supposed to help me." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do? I told you what you're supposed to do is just get out the way. Like that's your safety net. Like you just get out the way. That's like there's nothing I can do. Like what am I supposed to be? Be your shield? Let them hit me? No, you could just sit down and just take the F for the day. Like, that was always my viewpoint. But you know, that's why I needed to have that male teacher to be consistently letting me know, like, hey, let him try sometimes. I would give him a chance, but you know, of course, what would happen? The athletic ones, like the ones that were in the softball team and the soccer team, they would always, you know, perform accordingly. But the other ones, not so much. But yeah, it's something that this nation has to revisit, especially once we become parents. I'm sure that's something that we're gonna definitely heavily revisit
But
as
I'm
well.
glad I don't got to worry about now all the parents lobbying at their school districts and stuff, man. That seems like such annoying petty shit. Like they have so many different people to deal with and so many levels to it.
I mean, it's a waste of tax money unless they do.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem, man. That's why I need to make enough money so I can have private school, and I can literally have my money talk for me. Like I'm not paying for my child to be here, and that's $40,000 a head. So I mean, you want $40,000? We got to change some things here, sir.
Yo, imagine if you went to a private school and it gave you the choice to select your teachers for your children.
Oh, we doing interviews for that's different money. That's different. That's money school.
That's yo facts. That's
Dude, I get
money,
to
money.
interview my teachers, bro. Bro,
Yeah, they're like,
I was joking about 40. I may be able to afford 20,000, maybe. You
they'd
can
be
put
like,
me on a pay plan.
they'd be like, hey, so we're actually voting to see what kind of teachers we want
Yo,
for
are there
these.
schools with pay plans I can get on? Like, put me on a pay plan, please.
It's
Not
like,
an afterpay. Talk to me, Klarna.
Okay. Like,
I have to pay
can I
them.
pay like can I pay for the 4 years like in 16
it's like
years? Like,
for this, it's like
can I get low interest rate?
for this year, it's 16,000 with this teacher that only has 2 years of education experience. But for 50,000, you get the teacher that's been teaching for 25 years. It's like, oof. It's like, is there a better one? It's like for 150,000, you get a
Ooh,
PhD professor to come teach the class. It's like, dang.
bruh.
It's like, so when do they start? It's like they start as soon as you pay the down payment. Money talk. Best education ain't free.
I mean, honestly, education is wasted anyway. You're just indoctrinating them. Probably could teach the child homeschool better. Like, okay, okay, question. And if
That
you have
was
a child
tough.
about like 5, 10 years from now, realistically, how important is math to you for your child to learn? With the technology we have right now, calculators, like I would just teach them the base of math, like get them up to algebra and a little bit of geometry. Everything else they don't need. They really don't need. They could have to study a different elective course like programming or something. Like there's so many better things that that school wouldn't allow you to switch out
I
for.
wouldn't say math wouldn't be vital, but I would say the function of math per se, like teaching them a different